All right, grown black folks talk. Now I've done a couple of videos. I've sat here and recorded a couple of videos, and it was something bothering me. Black Historymaker series. I realized I hadn't finished what I just said. Stop worrying about 46,999,999 people. You don't have time to change anybody else. I was sitting here thinking, I'm like, I can't move on yet because there's something I haven't said, and I've recorded 3 videos and had to put all of them to the side. We're not ready for that yet. Let me tell you something. We're going to go back to Mother Moses. Mother Moses, Harriet Tubman herself. There was an interview, and the interviewer expressed, there's a couple of different versions of this, numbers vary a little bit, but the best known interview, she freed 300 slaves. And Mother Harriet said, I could have freed 1,000 if only they had known that they were slaves. So 300 out of 1,000 is 3 out of 10, and 1,000 minus 300 is 700. This means that if we take Mother Harriet's numbers seriously, she encountered 1,000 people and she had to leave 700 of them behind. She could not get them to see that they were slaves. Now, arguably, there has not been a worse condition for Africans in America besides slavery. We can make an argument about whether slavery in the Caribbean and slavery in South America was more difficult than slavery in North America. We can make an argument about this, but you can't get any worse than chattel slavery. It just can't be done. So if Harriet Tubman realized, I can't change any of these people, including her own husband, if she didn't have time, you don't have time. Life is only so long, and you only have so much energy given to you every day. The other thing about this is, just think about this. People are invested in being comfortable where they are. And if 7 out of 10 Black people, we take Mother Harriet's numbers, could be invested in being comfortable enough to stay in slavery, we're living in 2022. Even with COVID, things have not broken down for Black people so that we're uncomfortable enough to make real changes. You're watching this in the 21st century, where if you're watching me on the computer, the opportunity to go and make yourself some money. I've shown you some things on this channel. As close as these fingers that won't, right? You see that? See that? You got fingertips, which are not coming through on the camera. Hi, y'all. Hi. Your money is as close as that, legally. On YouTube, where you're going to watch this, you can learn about investing enough to get started. Any kind of thing you want. Real estate. So we're not even talking about going to work. There are Black men and Black women out here who are teaching you how to make less amounts of money work. There's minimalist lifestyles. There's people who are expats who are leaving the country and going to live well in places that its cost of living is 1/6 of the average in the US, and things are better if you are willing to accept a quiet and peaceful life. If you're watching me, you have access. But what you're going to find is you begin to make moves for yourself. People are comfortable. People have their delusions about what their life should be, and they're not willing to give those up. People are out here clinging to a delusion. And a big one in the Black community is, as soon as I get a little piece of money, I'm better than someone else, and I should have more access to the American dream. That American dream that would only work with people that could build it on the backs of slaves and Native Americans who were fatally dispossessed. Screen's not frozen. I just wanted to give you a moment to think about that. At some point, you have to realize you don't have time to be worried about changing other people's behavior. You do not have time. Because even though it is the 21st century, I want you to think about something. Let these Republicans get control of the presidency, the House, and the Senate again, with someone who's a little bit younger and has his life a little bit more together. Just a little bit. Let them get up there, because we got Democrats who aren't interested in voting rights. Let the Republicans regain control of this country again, with the situations we have with voting rights and citizenship rights for Black people on the line. You do not have time. Can you dig it? You do not have time to be worried about changing other group of people. I don't care who they are. Now, I'm a lay minister of sorts. I'm a Sunday school teacher. So there are people the Lord has put into my life that I minister to. But I asked the Lord, this is getting to be too much for me. And the Lord said, I'll let you know when it's over. And when it's over, either the person has gotten to where they're making moves on their own or they don't, and then I just slowly back up and back up and back up and back up and back up. And I'm not dealing with them like that anymore. Or hit that block number and be done because they reprobate, they don't want to change. And that's just how it be. You don't have time. You don't have time. If the Lord did not tell you, and if you're not a Christian, just throw all this out because it doesn't apply to you anyway. If you were not directed by God to do what you're doing with certain people to help them, then step out of it. And even if you are, then you need to look at things that are reasonable and things that are not reasonable and ask Him to show you the difference. God did not intend for you to be anybody's slave on this earth. Now, sometimes you may have to do very hard work because He's asking for it. That's different. Other than that, no. You do not have time. Work on yourself. Work on responsibilities that you do have. But other than that, don't even worry about trying to change people around you. You don't have time. Trust me on this. You do not have time. All right. Thank you for watching and giving me your time. Thank you to my new subscribers and my old subscribers for staying with me. And thank you for listening. Goodbye.